In the cold, deep forests of North America, there is no room for hesitation. Here, ice, hunger, and predators are always present. The grizzly bear doesn't dominate by numbers, but by presence. It doesn't stalk like the cougar, doesn't hunt in packs like the wolf, doesn't roar. It only needs to be there, and the world adjusts around it. With razor-sharp, gleaming teeth like blades, the North American grizzly bear is a fearsome presence to every living creature. If you love wildlife as much as we do, don't forget to subscribe to Wildlife Documentary Hub, where we tell the silent story. In the deep forests, towering mountains, and icy rivers of North America, one creature strides with a quiet majesty that needs no introduction. It is the grizzly bear, weighing up to 360 kilograms, nearly 800 pounds. With claws as long as 10 centimeters, the grizzly is built to survive the harshest environments. Its brown coat, tipped with silver, gives it the signature grizzled look from which it gets its name. Despite its massive build, the grizzly can run up to 56 km/h, climb steep slopes, and swim with ease. But it's not just powerful, it's intelligent. Grizzlies remember precise feeding locations across years and can detect the scent of fish or carrion from over 16 kilometers away. When it hunts, it doesn't rush, it waits for the perfect moment, and then it strikes, like a storm breaking the silence. No hesitation, no warning, just ruthless precision. As omnivores, grizzlies adapt their diet to the seasons, summer to fall. Berries, roots, insects, salmon, spring, carrion, weakened or injured deer, winter preparation. Tens of thousands of calories a day to build fat reserves that mean survival when the cold sets in. They can drive off wolves or cougars without a chase, because their presence alone is enough to make others step back. They live alone, covering hundreds of kilometers in search of food or a mate. And in winter, they don't fully hibernate. They enter a state of torpor, conserving energy, yet ready to react at any moment if danger comes near. The wild has no place for the naive. When two grizzlies fight over food or a mate, the clash may last only seconds, but the scars last a lifetime. During mating season, the stronger male earns the right to reproduce. The weaker one, it has only two choices: retreat or die. When faced with a pack of wolves or a mountain lion, the grizzly doesn't back down. It doesn't need speed or strategy, only strength and an undeniable presence. It doesn't fight often, but when it does, it becomes a force of nature, unmatched, unchallenged. A pack of wolves feeds on a fresh kill. The grizzly smells it. It comes. Grizzlies don't hunt like wolves. They don't have to. They are big, heavy, powerful. Every step lands like falling rock. Each swipe can break bone. They're not in a hurry. They know who they are. Wolves are smaller, but clever. They move in formation, plan their attacks, and retreat when needed. They kill quietly, eat fast, vanish just as fast. But when the grizzly arrives, everything stops. It doesn't ask. It doesn't negotiate. It just comes and stands. The wolves back off, but they don't leave. They circle, watch, growl. Sometimes they run. Sometimes they stay. And when they stay, they test. One bite, then back off. Again, the grizzly doesn't chase. It waits. Then it slams a paw into the ground. One blow that silences everything. Not every standoff ends in blood. Usually, the bear eats first. The wolves wait. Both sides know. Some days, survival means letting the other live. There is no hatred, only hunger. No glory, only survival. In the forest, power isn't in the roar. It's in who remains standing. When mating season arrives, the forest changes. The male grizzly starts to move, not for food, but for a female nearby. He follows the scent. Tracks, claw marks on bark, the musk on stone. Then he sees her, but he's not the only one. Another male is already there, big, hardened, not easily rattled. They stand a few meters apart, just a stare, heavy as stone. They know this can't be talked through, only fought. No tactics, no escape. A sudden charge, claws slicing air, flesh slamming into flesh. The ground shakes. They wrestle, roll downhill, each bite a gamble paid in blood. No winner yet, but both know only one will stay. The grizzly doesn't fight for pride. He fights for lineage. The strong mate, the weak retreat. If they survive, finally, one stands, chest heaving, blood on his fur. The other lies still, breathing hard, then turns, limps into the trees. In a grizzly's world, the victor doesn't boast. He just walks to the female. No words, no looking back. That's how a grizzly claims a mate, and how it survives. A grizzly mother doesn't choose when to give birth. Nature decides for her. In the heart of winter, when snow blankets the forest, when all is silent, she digs her den early, a shallow hollow, just enough to block the wind. Then she lies down, alone, in the dark, in the cold. The cubs are born in silence. She doesn't truly hibernate. She waits, half asleep, half alert, her chest full of milk, her heart steady. When the cub stirs, she wakes. When it cries, she pulls it close. In spring, she leads them out. The world is vast and dangerous, but it's the only world they'll ever know. She doesn't teach with words. She doesn't comfort. She simply walks ahead, watching, standing between them and danger. When a male appears, she knows what he wants. He's not here to greet, he's here to kill. If the cub dies, she'll come into heat again. He knows it, she knows it, but she doesn't back down. She rises, towers, roars, and if needed, she fights. The cubs learn by watching her survive. They stay close, across rivers, through forests, over snow. They learn the scent of berries, of meat, of blood. They learn that life is not given freely. She asks for nothing, only that. One day, they're strong enough to live alone. In the shadows, a mountain lion lay still beside the fresh kill of a deer. One leap, one bite. Death came quickly and clean. It rose, covered the carcass, then slipped away, just like every time before. But the scent of blood carried far, and from a distance, a grizzly bear had picked it up. It came, no stealth, no rush, just alone, each heavy step drawing it closer to the kill. From above, the cougar saw the bear tearing into the meat. Tension crackled like electricity. The bear didn't react. It just kept eating. Slow, deliberate, steady. The cougar approached, growled. The bear looked up, then slowly stood. A massive wall of brown fur. The cougar hesitated. Then it lunged, swiped, bit. The bear turned, swung a paw. It missed. but it was enough to push the cougar back. No blood, no finish, just heavy breathing. Grass torn up, hearts pounding. The cougar paused, stared once more, then backed off. Not out of fear, but out of knowing. This was a fight not worth the risk. The bear didn't chase, didn't growl. It just kept eating, as if nothing had happened at all. The grizzly bear isn't a bloodthirsty predator. It's the heartbeat of the wild. It doesn't need to declare its dominance. It simply lives, true to its instinct, true to nature. And that alone makes it a symbol. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to Wildlife Documentary Hub. There are many more incredible creatures out there waiting to be discovered. With reverence, curiosity, and quiet awe, thank you for joining us. We'll see you in the next wild place.